HarperCollins presents Inner City Pressure by Dan Hancox. Read by Ash Hunter. Prologue. Don't hold him back. It's dusk on a spring evening in 2003, and the start of something exceptional. The hottest summer in years, a sweltering heat wave lifting temperatures in London above 100 degrees Fahrenheit. But it's cooler when you're up high on a rooftop and windy, so hoods are up and beanies are on. Around 20 members of the legendary East London crews Roll Deep, East Connection, Boys in the Hood and Nasty Crew are squeezed into a makeshift pirate radio studio, the occupied box room being used by Deja Vu FM. The average age in the room is about 17. A few hangers-on lean against the walls watching, part-time MCs nodding their heads to the beat, hoping to be given some time on the mic or just there to witness, without realizing it, a seminal moment in the history of British music. On the decks is Roll Deep's DJ Carnage, who slowly builds momentum with his freshly cut vinyl, exclusive unreleased instrumentals unavailable to the general public, and the mic is passed from MC to MC, each of them spitting their bars over the new dub plates. The MC lineup ranges from graduates of the jungle and UK garage scenes such as Wiley, Maxwell D, God's Gift and DEE, each of them veterans already by virtue of being in their early 20s, to early grime heroes, Demon, Sharky Manger, and Lady Fury. There's even a minuscule, half-squeaking Tinchy Strider, then only 16 years old. The event is being filmed for an amateur DVD called Conflict by Troy A. Miller, who has begged his girlfriend to borrow the camera from her university media department for the summer to shoot some footage of his mates on the East London pirate radio scene. Miller, from faraway Hackney, has met Boys Wiley, Genius and Slimzy in the 90s through their shared love of jungle, and become involved with their station, Rinse FM, Deja Vu's neighbour and rival. Wiley suggested he come down that day and film at Deja. No one had given me a tip. I wasn't expecting anything, he says. In its early days, grime really was a scene, with its own institutions and infrastructure, friendships and rivalries, independent record labels and shops, as well as the pirate stations. It was also a community in which the mostly teenage MCs and DJs all knew each other, if not from school, from youth clubs, or just from hanging around the local area, then through doing music. Their rejection by the older, more refined, aspirational and grown-up UK garage scene forged a unique camaraderie and drove the music to new heights of innovation, the competitive bravado forcing MCs to keep writing new, bolder, better lyrics. Like all pirate stations, Deja Vu FM is by definition illegal, and its secret studio location has been moved regularly to escape the Department for Trade and Industry. In summer 2003, it's in a grotty whitewashed box room, one window boarded up with chipboard, another blocked out with a bin bag, up on the rooftop of the same building that housed the notorious EQ Club, where numerous seminal UK garage nights took place. Deja was the maddest one, MC Shiesty says, because the studio was on a rooftop, and the roof literally had no edge, so if you take one wrong move, you're dead. We should not have been up there, because it would be late at night and dark, so if someone gets pushed, or someone trips and falls back, they're going to fall off that fucking roof and die. It's mad when you look back at it now. Nowadays the radio stations all look like how One Extra looks, all nice and shit, and they're all in flipping Shoreditch. When Conflict was filmed, the geographical horizons were as narrow as the sonic ones were wide. That's where I'm from. Bo E3, Wiley boasts into the Deja Vu mic at one point. I'm like the 38 bus, because I never turn up, he continues, shouting out North East London's least reliable bus service. This closed-world intensity bordering on claustrophobia vibrates outwards from the crowded little Deja Vu studio in the MC's clamour for a turn on the microphone. The Conflict video is grime at the point of its creative eruption, still unnamed but undeniably alive, as the futuristic mutations of UK garage's slinky charm settled into the shape of an explosive new genre. This was the exact moment when the effusive charisma and hype of the MCs began to take over the show. Prior to that, anyone with a mic in their hand was first of all answerable to the beat, to the producer DJ auteur, and pirate radio was all about rolling out the instrumentals, building a steady, if restless, momentum. The MC was a performer and a host, a master of ceremonies, but also, in the parasitic sense, possessed by those pioneering early grime beats in their subdivisions, Wiley's Eskimo, Johnny Cash's Sub Low, all of them summoning a kind of macabre horror show minimalism.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?